your girl Shalae, and I'm back today with another video. In today's video, we're going to discuss the summer pandemic EBT. And guys, you have to go ahead and get those applications submitted. We're also going to talk about some of the backlogs that are going on. So some of the states who have yet to pay out, we have an update for those states, as well as we're going to talk about for those that are missing benefits. So yes, if you are missing benefits, there's now a remedy for that as well. Free lunch for all and a lot more. So if you want to know what is going on in the lovely world of EBT, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel, we discuss shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click the big old red subscribe button down below and you're in just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because you can see I'm very springy. I'm in a spring mood today. Now, this dress will be available for purchase on my website as well. But yeah, it's warm here. It's 82 degrees in Alabama, and I'm super excited, guys. Now, if you are an EBT recipient and you want to try out Amazon Prime free for 30 days, that's right, no commitment, no cost, nothing upfront, absolutely free. Click the link in the cards or even in the description box and girl, try it out. Get you some items to you within 48 hours. Okay, I mean, you can get food, you can get clothes, electronics, whatever you need. Amazon got it, all right? All right, enough of my rambling. Let's go ahead and talk about which states have been approved for the summer pandemic EBT. And that is Alabama, Arizona, Mariana Islands, Georgia, Hawaii, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Nebraska, New Mexico, North Carolina, Utah, Vermont, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. Guys, don't forget, during the summer pandemic EBT this year, you're only going to get $40 per month per child, which equates to about $120 per child over the summer. Now, let's go ahead and talk about which states were approved for pandemic EBT for this school year, and that is 2022-2023 school year. Alabama will issue benefits on a monthly basis from February through June. Arizona will issue benefits in 2 payments, one in March and one in May. Georgia will issue benefits on a monthly basis beginning in June and ending in September. Hawaii will pay out in 2 separate payments. Indiana will issue benefits in late April, as well as issue benefits by late May. Louisiana will issue benefits in late July. Massachusetts will issue 2 payments, one in May and one in August. Minnesota will issue benefits in April, and then it will also pay in May and then again in July. Michigan will issue benefits in April, and then they're going to pay out benefits in May and June as well. New Jersey will issue benefits on a monthly basis beginning in February and end in July. New Mexico will issue benefits on a monthly basis beginning in April and ending September 30th. North Carolina will issue benefits on a monthly basis beginning in February and ending in July. North Dakota will issue benefits in a lump sum on June 15th. Ohio will issue benefits on a monthly basis. Rhode Island will issue benefits on a monthly basis. Virginia will issue benefits on a monthly basis from March through September. Vermont will issue benefits in April, and then it's going to pay out again in September. Wisconsin will issue benefits on a monthly basis as well. If there's any states that I did miss, guys, more than likely they're going to issue benefits on a monthly basis. But remember, your child has had to miss school due to a COVID-related absence and at least 5 days or more to get this as well. All right, so let's go ahead and kick things off with the summer EBT, specifically for Alabama, where 530,000 students are set to receive benefits this summer. Now, this goes for every student who receives free or reduced price meals, or even for schools that participate in the community eligibility provision. They are eligible for the summer pandemic EBT, as well as children under the age of 6 who are enrolled in SNAP. Now, I talked about this in other videos where qualified households will get $120 for each participating student, which is $40 per month. Now, the benefits in Alabama are expected to start rolling out in mid-summer, But according to a DHR spokesperson, pandemic EBT benefits covering September through November should be rolling out soon for children under the age of 6 that were enrolled in SNAP during the period that I just stated. But the exact issue date has not yet been released. Now, as the parent, this is what you can do right now. I need for you guys to contact the schools and make sure that everything is good to go, okay? That means like your school lunch applications, you need to make sure everything is on file in Alabama by May 16th. Applications for the lunch program must be approved by May 16th for you to qualify for summer pandemic EBT benefits. This is in Alabama, but if you're somewhere else, check with your state as well. Next, we are headed to Maine, where SNAP recipients are missing money, but they can't get a hold of DHS. So a lot of viewers reached out to CBS 13 in hopes to get some answers about their SNAP benefits. Now, some recipients are saying they are not getting the right amounts, or they're just not getting any money at all. Now, DHS said that they were supposed to return back to normal levels, but a lot of people are saying what they are getting now is far less than what they were receiving. And to make matters worse, every time they try calling DHS, they're getting the message where they are experiencing extremely high call volumes based on the number of calls that are already waiting, or they're just unable to accept additional calls at this time, according to the automated message. Now, Maine DHS did release a statement, and they said the program changes have led to a higher volume of related calls to the department. And the changes that we're talking about, March, all the benefits decreased as well, but people are saying, look, the amounts, even though they have decreased, the amounts are still a lot lower than what we should be getting. So DHHS is suggesting that people go online to the Maine Connection to see information about their cases, make sure that there's no renewals, and they're urging SNAP participants to submit a complete renewal information as required by their household, which the department will need to assess their continued eligibility for SNAP benefits. So if your benefits are lower or you're having issues, log in online if that's a possibility for you and check it there. Next, the USDA, they're proposing expanding school lunch programs in all low-income areas. Now, soon, soon, more schools will be eligible to offer free breakfast and lunch to students in low-income communities under a new proposal from the U.S. Agriculture Department. Now, the USDA, they made this announcement on Wednesday, said that they plan to lower the threshold to the program aimed at easier for schools, school districts in low-income areas to offer these free meals to students regardless, without requiring their parents to apply for benefits. Now, this is a big win, guys, but of course, some Republicans have resisted on expanding the program. They're like, no. I'm saying that eligibility should be based on individual family income, and that the government should not be paying meals for families who can afford them. Now, we know last fall, President Biden, he did endorse expanding the program, and the White House requested $15 billion over the course of 10 years to bolster this program as part of its most recent budget. The administration, they estimated that those changes would help feed about 9 million more students. Then they can remove like all the paperwork. But a lot of people are arguing and they're saying, look, that means that people who are millionaires, their children will be able to eat free. So I don't know what's going to happen. I think it's a win-win, but you let me know down below. What do you think about parents not have to submitting any paperwork at all, and that all children will be able to have free lunch meals across the board? I like it. I love it. I want more of it. You get a meal. You get a meal. Everybody gets a meal. I mean, it's school lunch, guys. You act like it's like fine cuisine. I remember our lunch, we had the little rectangular pizza that they called sausage or pepperoni, and it was like little bacon bits. It was god awful. I mean, you act like school lunch is great. It's not that great at all. And then our cake tasted like cornbread. Let me know if you remember the school lunch meals, or I'm just the only one who did not care for the school lunch meals unless it was taco salad day. That was the best. Let's keep it moving. All right, so next we are headed to my home state, Alaska, where they are advancing the budget bill to address the food stamp backlog. The Alaska House advanced a targeted bill on Wednesday intended to address the state's unprecedented food stamp backlog, as well as the shortage of public defenders. Last month, 3 elders were hospitalized for malnutrition as food banks and food pantries all across Alaska were strained trying to meet significant demands. The Dunleavy administration announced the very next day that $1.7 million was being redirected to stock the food pantries as well as address the food stamp backlog. So House Bill 79 was created, is headed to the Senate right now, where it will address how the chamber will take action to pass the bill unchanged onto the governor's desk. So pretty much what they're stating is that now, instead of Alaska residents, I know this is happening in Missouri as well, instead of you waiting months and months for your food stamps, now they're setting a deadline where you need to have your food stamps to you within 30 days or within 3 weeks as well. So hopefully everything goes through, but I'll keep you updated on that one as well. Next, we are headed to Illinois, where Illinois resolution calls for SNAP benefits to all foster families regardless of their income. So a resolution being sent to vote for in the Illinois House would urge the U.S. government to give SNAP benefits to all Illinois foster families regardless of their income. So whether you make $3 million or $3,000, you should be able to have SNAP benefits for the children that you foster. The state right now is losing a lot of foster parents because of the fact that they can't get SNAP benefits unless they qualify, not counting these children that they take on. However, Representative Stephen Woodstock, he argued and said, look, even millionaires would qualify to receive benefits as well if the federal government agreed to this plan. He's stating he thinks that it's an open-ended qualification of eligibility regardless of income. And they said, I think it's a bridge that's too far. So I don't know. I think if you take in foster children, I do think that you need to have SNAP benefits, but I am not the one to decide that. Let me know. What do you think? Do you think, hey, if you are a foster parent, that you should be able to get SNAP benefits even if your income exceeds that? Because I think in some cases you still get paid some type of subsidy for having the foster children, but is that enough? And then the way that children eat, I don't know if that is enough. I don't know. Let me know, how does it work in your state? What do you feel about foster children being able to have SNAP benefits? And for our last story, Iowa Senate passes the asset income test for SNAP eligibility. So Iowans that are receiving SNAP benefits, you would have to go through an asset test to continue receiving your benefits under a bill that passed by the Iowa Senate. I talked about this, I want to say maybe 2 or 3 videos ago. Senate File 494 would require Iowa families on SNAP to match federal asset test guidelines, meaning that you would have a maximum between $2,750 through $4,250 to remain eligible for SNAP benefits. Now, this bill would also create a system for the Iowa Health and Human Services Department to verify like your income, your assets, and identities in order to apply and remain eligible for those benefits. In January, we discussed this because remember there was the bill that was brought up about Iowa didn't want for SNAP recipients, or they wanted SNAP recipients to meet the WIC program requirements, putting foods like fresh meat, sliced cheese, bologna, salads off limits. So we talked about that as well, but what they did was they went in there and they dropped that provision. Now, a lot of Democrats argue that this will have like a major negative impact on low-income Iowa families. They amended that bill before it going to the floor, as well as they removed the vehicle asset test. But now, due to the rising cost of cars and need for personal transportation, that should not be in there as well. So the bill did pass for 3416, and now it is heading to the House. So we'll see and we'll go from there. All right, last but not least on the docket, I thought that was it. We are headed to Puerto Rico, where Democrats reintroduce a bill to let Puerto Ricans access SNAP benefits. So this was a bill that was introduced on Wednesday, where residents of Puerto Rico will have access to the same food and benefits as the U.S. citizens receive. Puerto Ricans are U.S. citizens, but their access to some of our federal programs are restricted. For example, they are not eligible for SNAP benefits since the U.S. government cut the territory off from the program in the early 1980s. Now, I did not know this as well, but in effort to reduce the federal spending, instead they qualify a program that's called NAP, which is the Nutrition Assistance Program. So unlike SNAP, NAP has a yearly fixed funding as well. So once they hit that funding, you wouldn't be able to get any more benefits. Now, last year, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that Congress can exclude Puerto Rico residents from some federal disability benefits that are available in those 50 states. So this is another one I'm going to have to keep you updated, but I was completely unaware that Puerto Rico was not receiving SNAP. Instead, they are getting NAP. And this is all that we have, guys. There's a lot that's going on in the EBT program. Let me know down below. What do you think about Puerto Rico being able to get SNAP benefits? What do you think about school lunch meals for all? What is your favorite school lunch meal that you can remember? Because I know for me it was taco salad, but let me know all the things down below. As well as if you are an EBT recipient, try out Amazon Prime, free for 30 days, super easy, no commitment, no cost. And then as well as give me a like, guys, like the video. You can see I am ready for spring. And that's all I have. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you later, Gator. Bye, guys.